fact, Deacon, I got to be real. You know, you got to be honest sometimes. Now, when I was out there in the world, you know, I've always thought I was somebody or something. I thought I looked cute. Little fly, had a gypsy gab, had a little game. But wasn't nobody checking for me. No sooner than you get saved and get a wife.
Yeah.
Now they all checking for you. But I thank God for a saved and sanctified, Holy Ghost filled mama who had sense enough. And sometimes that's how folk got sense enough to tell you, you got to have sense enough to listen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, my mama would tell me, boy, they ain't studying you. They're after your anointing.
Yeah.
So, here's children of Israel. And again, I'm going to hit on this, then I'm going to get to this, and then we're going to get going. So, here we go. Children of Israel, promise has already been made. Land flowing with milk and honey. This is already yours. Right? Now, all the children of Israel had to do was obey God from the jump. And they would have been there. But the children of Israel find themselves in Egypt as a direct result of their disobedience. Now, while they're in Egypt, what do you think happens? Some other folk set up camp in the land flowing with milk and honey. See, don't get mad if you get to the place where God promised you he was taking you and there's somebody already there. Don't get mad. Where were you? So while they was dallying over in Egypt, the Ammonites and the Amalekites and all them other names you read about set up camp everywhere. So when they come out of Egypt, after dealing with the opposition of Pharaoh, who said, man, you mean I got 1 million strong workforce? And you want me to let them go? I don't think so. And who said let them go? God. I'm Pharaoh. I'm God. God had to show Pharaoh.
Yeah.
See, sometimes God gonna have to show your enemies who's
Yeah.
God. But God can only show them
Through you.
after he show you. If you won't let God show himself strong in you, I ain't gonna show himself strong to them. So they leave Egypt, and all along the way there's opposition. But I'm gonna tell you something about opposition, though. So you need to understand that opposition don't always just come from the outside. A whole lot of the opposition that the children of Israel faced came from the inside. When they were faced with hunger, they began to say to themselves, we was better off in Egypt. Why? Because at least in Egypt we had leeks and we had onions and we could eat. Now we out here, we gonna starve to death. Now you need to understand that if God will bring you out of captivity, he will take you to where he's trying to get you to. But the children of Israel didn't understand that. And so along the way, they stopped at one point and tried to erect for themselves something that would help them. We need a God we can see. So they built him a little calf. Right then, that opposition right there. See, hey you. So at some point, when you talk about opposition, here's what the choice becomes. The choice will become between believing God, even though you can't see, and relying on what you can see. Some people put their trust in money. They put their trust in people. Why? Because I can see them. But money is a sad and fickle God.
Oh, yes, it is.
See, I don't want a God I got to carry. I need a God that can carry me. Now, what you going to do when you run out of money? I don't need a God that other people control. See, no matter how much money you think you got, somebody else is in control of the money. You walk on your job and they say we shut down. Guess what just happened to your God? Your God just got marginalized, minimized, got gone. So, we understand the idea of the children of Israel, and you would think if you left out of a place with 1 million individuals and arrived at the destination with 2, because 900,000 999,998 individuals lost to the opposition. You come out of that situation, you would think you learned something. You would think all you had to do was look at history to understand that not obeying God is a bad idea. But, nah, they ain't learned nothing. So here we go with Nehemiah and a whole new group of Israelites having been taken captive. And Nehemiah is saying we need to go back and rebuild what was destroyed. Now I need you to understand something. This is a rebuilding of what we lost in our, help me now, ABSENC. What we lost in our absence. So you need to understand, man and woman of God, that every time you take a break from God, you're going to lose something while you're gone. Amen. Some of you wonder why you struggle in relationship with your children or your husband or your wife. It's because you took a break. See, that's why absentee fathers can't get mad when their sons don't want to listen to them. All right. I'm not saying God can't restore, because he will. And the prayer was prayed, God restore what the caterpillar, the cankerworm, and the palmer worm has destroyed. But God is going to have to restore those things that we lost in our absence. I hear so often, and it breaks my heart, and I understand it, where parents are struggling with relationships with children. Where children are disrespecting parents. But we have to be honest with ourselves, and we have to take responsibility for the fact that that's one of the things I lost in my absence. That's right. Don't expect a child to treat you like a father. He grown and you ain't never been one. Them children grown and they've never known you as mother. Not really. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort. And more than anything, it's going to take God. See, the enemy understood that. So when the black fathers left the home, and a lot of instances the black mother left the home, and the children grew up without him, and then we came back, and guess what? They ain't want to hear it. What we lost in our absence. One of the hardest things to get a man to understand is when you break confidence with your wife. That's on you. You don't then get to dictate the amount of time it takes her. That's right. Come on. To want to trust you again. How long you gonna, well, Negro, what you hold on now? You done this. Every time wait a minute, you done this. Every time I go somewhere, you won't know where I'm at. And if you wouldn't have never went there, I wouldn't have to go here. Do you hear me, man? Same thing, woman. All you get to decide to do is what you gonna do. You don't then get to dictate the rest. She tripping, no. Whether she tripping or not. Old folk, you say it like this: if you make your bed hard, you make your bed hard, lay in it. Then somebody else came along and said, if you lay down with dogs, you don't get up and flee. See, you itching now. But you and I sitting there not lay down with dogs. Whole lot of folk itching. And it ain't just on that area. You need to understand that there's a consequence for our actions. What we lost. And every time you step outside the providence and the will of God, it's going to cost you something. So now, the home front is destroyed. It lies in ruin. And Nehemiah's heart is touched. And Nehemiah said, I need to go back and restore what was destroyed. But again, the enemy don't want you to restore. He don't want husbands and wives to reconcile. He don't want children and parents to reconcile. He wants everybody to stand in their own little corner, talk about how right they is, and not understand that when Jesus went to the cross, you forfeited your right to hold on to all that stuff. Why? Why? Now somebody said this. If Jesus could die for his killers, how come we can't forgive one another? Huh? You can't let it go. He died for his killers. But we just hold on. We hold on to it like it's gold. We hold on to it like it's precious. We hold on to it like we're getting something out of it. Resentment don't get you nothing. Holding on to old hurts and old grudges don't get you nothing. I learned that. I had to let it go for my sake. Somebody asked a question. And here was the question, and this is about hate. And I'm going to get out of here, and you may have to come back and get more of this. But here's the question somebody asked once. Said, how many of you would drink strychnine in hopes that your enemy would die? Come on now. How many of you got some people in here that you really dislike? Come on, be real with yourself, because that's the only way you're going to get past where you at. We got some folks we really dislike, we consider them enemies. Now here's the question. If somebody approached you and said, if you drink this glass of poison, it might kill your enemy, how many of you would drink? See, now look at this. We say that's stupid. But when you hold on to bitterness and resentment, that's exactly what you do. You won't let it go. It's killing you, and they moving on. Every time you see them, your attitude changes. Every time you think about them, your attitude changes. You was having an all right day. Somebody said their name. Now your day ruined, and they moving on. But you wouldn't drink poison trying to kill them. You've been doing it since they left. You've been doing it since the breakup. You've been doing it since they said whatever it was they said. But I decided I'm not going to kill myself.